I've been playing this for a while, and I realize it's kind of stupid easy. This is a research stream for all intents and purposes. I'm going to go simulation level because I kind of want a bit of a challenge. No manual came with this game. This is actually a game that I rented from a video store on launch back in the mid-1990s, the early 1990s. This is a game that came out, this is pre-Gran Turismo. This is back when a lot of console games didn't have a whole lot of simulation. There weren't a lot of simulators, as I recall. I remember playing Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing on the NES, and that had a lot of good ideas, but it had a lot of flickering, so technically it wasn't that accomplished. And then there's this game, on a system that most people associate with Mario Kart and F-Zero or Top Gear, which are arcade racers. This is supposed to be something closer to a simulation. And I'll show you the layout they got here for the control. There are several options here. To my knowledge, this game uses automatic transmission, but if you want to shift gears whenever you want, well, you have that option here, which is a big deal back then, apparently. You can accelerate and you can brake. I've never had to brake ever. Just saying. But I adjust the difficulty level to simulation to see if that makes a difference, because the game does have a durability. They have a wear and tear system when it comes to tires, because your tires run out of loose tread over the course of a race. So there's a pit stop system in this game, so you might have to go to a pit stop to get your tires changed. That sort of thing. Let's see what the other options are. Type B. Well, if you want to do everything with buttons, you can. Type D is kind of nuts, because you steer here, but they have a... I don't know why it's... Why is it reversed? Maybe it's a southpaw thing? I don't know. And they have Type C, which is kind of wacky, because you can accelerate and brake using the D-pad. So that basically, if you're like me, you never change gears, you can basically just do all of your driving with just one hand. I might try that later, but for now, I'm not. But that as functionality goes, that's actually kind of interesting. Okay, again, I've already done the driving practice. Let's do Mansell's advice, because I think I have the simulation option. Okay, some of these tracks are pretty stupid easy, like this one right here. This Mexico track is 2 big straightaways and a bit of nuttiness up there at the top, the top left-hand side. So we'll try that out. It's actually pretty easy. All these tracks are pretty easy unless they have really tight turns, but even then. Weather stats is sunny, of course. So we'll tool around with Nigel for a while. I forgot what these represent. We'll stick with the basics, because I think they affect your top speed. Tires, of course, will affect your grip and, of course, your wear. In terms of tires, hard tires last longer during a race, so you might be able to go the entire race without having to change your tires. The problem is that the grip isn't as good, and in wet track conditions, they're very dangerous, as I recall. Again, I don't know how the simulation breaks down. We'll test it out on a more dangerous track. But basically, if you want like a better grip, you get these soft tires, but they run out pretty quickly. So you're going to have to pit at least once to replace these tires at some point. I'll show you the indicator on the screen. Wet tires, apparently, again, in wet weather conditions, they grip really well, but apparently they don't last long. So in certain conditions, like when it's rainy, use the wet tires. But if it's not rainy, don't worry about it. Maybe if you're on a twisty-turny track, you might want the soft tires, but I'm just going to use the hard tires for now. The gear ratio, I think that just affects your acceleration. I'm sticking with medium, but in this game, again, on a twisty-turny track, you might want a gear ratio that lets you get up to speed out of a turn faster. But as you'll see when I start driving, when I was doing the test, when I was doing some research before recording, I never had to brake. So basically, I'm going max speed all the time, 220 kilometers per hour, and then when I hit a turn, I let off the accelerator a tiny bit, and my speed's still 200. So it's like I never have to brake ever. So I never really have to worry about accelerating out of turns because I never really go down that much. And of course, I'm using automatic transmission, so we'll be fine. We're going to race. So these are the options the game lets you play around with, which I think is interesting. Unfortunately, you might not even need those options. Maybe for time trials or getting better times, that might be useful, but I haven't needed it. I've been playing this game for about an hour and I haven't needed that stuff, so we'll see how it goes. These are the recommended speeds, which will be interesting. He's basically giving you suggestions as to how to take certain turns, like basically what path should you take. There we go. No acceleration bonuses like in Mario Kart, sorry. There's Nigel right there in front of us. Here's the problem with this game. And you can see right away what the problem is. Look at all those wasted spaces above the track. There's a little bit of elevation here and there, but there's basically nothing to see here as far as elevation goes. Now keep your eye on the MPH indicator. Whoops. Okay, now I guess the simulation difficulty level made the turns more difficult. I appreciate that. Okay, on the far right-hand side of the screen in the center, see those black dots underneath the gears? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those black dots are my tires. Wow, wow, completely lost the track. So this is the simulation difficulty level. I guess I will need those brakes. Okay. So I guess those hard tires are a liability. So I guess the arcade difficulty level is pretty stupid easy. So I guess I better... So, forget everything I just said about the game being stupid easy on the arcade mode, because it is stupid easy on arcade mode. Wow. These hard tires are not useful. So I guess I needed to use the brakes every now and then. That's good to know. I was worried the game was going to be too easy. Because in arcade mode, in fact I'll show you that a bit later before I end the video. So simulation mode is the way to be, huh? Okay, let's... I'm letting off the accelerator. Whoops. What did he say? Good? I can't tell. So again, the far right side of the screen, those black dots are my tires. So I had 4 dots at the start of the race, and now I have 3.5. So that's how much wear has taken place on my car since the race started. Yeah, that sucked. I think we better do that again. That's just on one track. So let's try the Mexico track one more time. Let's do a better lap. Because he's showing us what to do, but we have to do it right. So let's try the soft tires this time. Alright. High altitude track, lots of twists and turns, and one very long straight allowing impressive speeds to be built up. Bumpy circuit's one of the most demanding in the championship, really. It doesn't look that demanding to me. But you do need high speed, though. Okay, so as we go into the turn, keep your eye on my mile per hour meter. We'll see how fast we have to go. There we go. So this is the straightaway. Don't worry about this. Again, there's Nigel's face taking up the top half of the screen. We don't need to worry about that. The lap indicator matters. There's the pits over there on the right-hand side. So if we never need to leave, that's where you pit. I believe this track has about 7 laps, or 4 laps, I forget. Okay, so Nigel wants us to weave inside. There we go. I'm tapping on the accelerator, but I'm not braking at all. These are with soft tires, by the way. So Nigel never deviates in terms of speed. He just stays a little bit ahead of me. Oh, here we go. Ow. Not so easy, is it, Nige? And remember, he's just a guy who, like, you know, weaves left and right in front of you, so he's no big deal. He wants me to go faster, but with these tires, probably not going to happen. I have no idea what he's saying, by the way. I think he's saying left or right. I guess that's what he's saying. He wants me to go 170, really? With these tires? That was not an impressive run. At all. Right, of course. Not using my brakes. Well, guess I should have used my brakes. Okay, so this game does have a bit of feel in terms of the turns. That wasn't great. Probably did a little bit better than last time. That was not great, even with these tires. See, that was better than last time. So, now you know. Like, I'll tell you what, we're not going to do a full season, of course. So this is a research stream anyway. Let's try the race circuit. See how we do. So we'll try this Mexico track again with other racers. 7 laps, and it's wet. So you know what that means. We're going to need the wet tires. And the game tells us, yeah, use these wet tires. Let's just use the wet tires. Qualify. So we're going to have to do a lap, or I think, what, 2 laps? I forget. And then we'll determine our... Yeah, we got to do 1 lap, so this will not go well. There we go. So now I'm curious how I'm going to do this, because this is not an easy track. At least not with those turns. Not going to need to pit. But we got wet conditions, and wet in this game means blue bitmaps appear in your view. And maybe gray skies. Not good. Okay, we're up to speed. We're fine for now, but eventually we're going to start turning left and right. We got some S-curves coming up. There we go. Nope, back! I haven't gotten used to that. I haven't gotten used to those S's. Here they are. Stay inside. So with the simulator difficulty, these turns get a lot more difficult. So that's good to know, because I was worried this game was going to be too easy. But again, this is a 16-bit SNES game, you know. It's not even, I mean, we're not talking about F-Zero. We're talking about traditional software scaling. No funky hardware scaling. It's not definitely not 60 FPS. Closer to 25, I want to say. So it's not great. Whoop! Took a hit there. I got too far inside. There's my U. Tap on the accelerator. That was not impressive at all. I'm probably gonna rank second to last. So again, nothing really to see here in terms of audio visuals. The music gets old very quickly. I'm last place. I'm Nigel Mansell, son. We'll see how we do. Is it still wet? Maybe it's still wet. I think we'll get up to 5th place by the end of the race, don't worry. It's 7 laps. We have plenty of time. Yeah, we gotta use the wet tires. This will be slightly crowded, but I don't think there are more than 6 or 7 racers on the track. Well, there are 12 racers on the track, but I don't think there was any slowdown in the game when I played it in the past, so I don't know what to tell you there. There's the pits. I'm already in 11th. So we'll catch up to those guys when we hit the turns, don't worry. 200 mph. I guess these tires don't go as fast as the regular ones. I'm now in 10th. Wait, it's supposed to have a rear view mirror, right? Oh yeah, the mirrors on the bottom of the screen. Check out the mirrors to the left or right on my steering wheel. Those are my rear view mirrors. So if you see a bitmap appearing on those mirrors, that means someone's creeping up on me. Ow! I don't know if there's a damage model in this game. Yeah, I don't think there's a damage model in this game. And I'm way behind now. This is not going well at all. I have to earn this crap. You don't go too far inside. I think you might be alright. Okay, we got a straightaway, then a U, and the first place car is already well ahead of everybody. So we're probably not going to get anywhere near first place in this race. Unless we somehow manage to avoid pitting. And that's not going to happen. Ow! We are way behind, dude. We're never going to get to 6th place. Kind of embarrassing, really. Okay, 3.5. So these tires will not last the race. We're going to have to pit at least once. So we'll probably have to pit early and then ride on rims. That can't be good. We might get to 8th if we take these turns properly. Going 90 on the grass. Why not? Okay, here comes the next batch. Whoa, whoa! Got for the hay. I'm going 110 miles an hour in case you couldn't tell. And I certainly can't. I mean, it's not exactly super hang-on we're talking about here. This is no Forza. Holy crap, dude. Tapping on the accelerator. Doing the 100-hand slap. Alright. So I guess we're going to pit in the 4th lap and then run the rest of the race. What do you say? Okay, yeah, I did not take that turn properly. I didn't go outside soon enough. I need to cut inside way sooner than I did. I guess that's software scaling. Yep, we suck. No one's close to me, but I'm not close to anyone else. So I'm not going to get to 8th or 9th. Guess we've lost one set of tires. So we'll definitely pit in the next couple of laps. Because I don't think we're going to be able to make it all 7 laps. There we go. The signs are more dangerous than the bushes, I suppose. Okay, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I might get to 8th. Remember, I'm the white car on the top left-hand corner of the screen on the map. Ow! Doofus, I'm going to cut inside. God darn it! How'd you get around me? Okay, I'm going 110. They're going 120. Ouch! I'm tapping on that accelerator. Alright. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Got him. And you can see him on my rear view mirror, so he's coming up on me. But I got speeds on him. Okay, where's that next turn? There it is. Tap, 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 tap. Whoa, knew that was going to be a problem. Yep, passed me. 2 of them passed me. So I was in 9th, I was in 7th place. Ah, darn it! See? So I'm going to have to pit in the next lap. Ow! Pit in the next lap. Nigel Mansell, everybody. World champion. Yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere near third. I think first place is going to lap us. First place is going to kill us. It's going to lap us all. It's kind of embarrassing, really. Alright, here we go. Tap to that. Ow! You're kind of trying to abuse the sprites here, so it's kind of amusing. Ow! Darn it! Alright, so I'm not going to get to 7th. That's unfortunate. I was feeling my oats there for a second. Look out for the hay. Ow! Look out for the bushes. Stay out the bushes. Ah, ah, ah. There we go. Someone's coming up on my rear. Not wild about that. That's what you might be thinking. Alright, so I gotta make a left. I gotta make a right. Alright, let's do this. Ow! Did it again! So that's the research stream. How was an 8th at some point? Or is that the first place racer who passed me? It might be the first place racer. Okay, I'll pit next lap. That might be the first place dude who lapped me. We suck. Our whole crew sucks. Am I going to pass somebody? I think I might have passed someone in the pit. Yeah, I'm in 8th place now, so I must have passed someone in the pit. I'm going to have to pit eventually. That might have been 7th. Now it's just a guy I'm lapping. That's the first place racer I'm lapping. The guy in first place is lapping me again. How embarrassing is that? Didn't say I was gonna win. Am I ever gonna do a lap under 110? Probably not. At this rate. So give credit to this game. It's starting to push back a little bit. I'm gonna have to earn this. I do remember playing this game about 2 decades ago, and it wasn't great. But I like the idea of having this racing game with a lot of sim elements. You know, it blew my mind that there was a racing game where you can actually choose your own tires. I mean, that blew my mind. I don't remember Allenser Jr. having that feature. I mean, I know you could, I know tires would wear down, but it just blew my mind. You could have a game where you could choose your, your foil, your airfoil. So I don't know how meaningful it is in a game like this, but maybe in high wind situations you want a lower foil. I forget. I just forget what it actually changes. Pit. I'll pit next track. I'm not gonna pit now. I'll pit later. I might end up pitting on the last lap. Yeah! The final lap. I don't know who that orange guy is behind me, but he's the other end of the straightaway. Alright, we're good. That's probably the best way. That's probably the best run for me yet in terms of taking turns. I did 121 on the last lap, so I'm finally making some progress. I'll probably just go the entire race without changing my tires. How does that sound? Sounds terrible, I know, but I'm going to have to pit next time no matter what. I don't think these tires are going to last. They're too bald. We'll see how it goes once I get to the finish line. I'm pretty sure I can run them pretty bare. Not too bare, but somewhat bare. Okay, we're good there. Probably hear me mashing on this acceleration button like mad. Okay, I might be able to make it without having to pit. Ow! I don't know if that counts towards my tire wear. Like I said, I don't know what the damage modeling system is in this game. I've never been able to do that turn. Am I going to do 120? Yes! 120. Final lap! Okay, my tires are bare. Wait, we lost. Yeah, I lost. So I guess I didn't need to pit. We sucked. I mean, right?